The story is told of an earthquake that happened in Armenia. A father was taking his son to school one day. And as the father is taking his son to school, he drops the young boy at the front of the elementary school. The father normally cannot get back in time to pick up his son. So this particular day, the young boy says, "Daddy, promise me that you'll be back to get me today after school." The young boy's name was Armand. The father says, "Armand, I promise I will be back to get you." As the father arrives at his factory and begins to work, the ground begins to sway and the building begins to sway and the factory is damaged. The father runs outside. He looks around and most of his co-workers are okay, but as he begins to look around the city, as the earthquake begins to settle down, he sees that there is serious damage to much of the buildings around. Father decides that he needs to go back to the school and look for his son to see what happened. He begins to run back across town over the rubble to the school. When he gets to the school, parents have already begun to gather around the building where it once stood, now a pile of rubble. Parents are weeping, crying. This father steps back and looks around for landmarks, whatever is left, and figures out where his son's classroom would have been and climbs up to the top of the rubble and gets to the top and begins to take one piece of rubble at a time and throw it aside. The parents yell out, "What are you doing up there? Are you crazy? They're all dead. Come down." Father doesn't pay them any mind. He just continues tossing it aside. Firemen, the police come. Firemen say, "It's not safe, get down." He ignores them and just keeps tossing the rubble aside. 12 hours later, he's still there. 16 hours later, he's still there. 24 hours later, he's still there. Hands now bloody from the twisted metal and the sharp rubble, but he keeps throwing it aside. 36 hours later, the father is there, spent, hungry, thirsty, working to remove the rubble. In the 36th hour, when all hope would seem to have been lost, he picks up a piece of rubble and tosses it to the side and sees a dark cavern. Rails his head back and puts his hand to his mouth, and he shouts down into the hole, "Armand! Armand!" A small voice from inside the dark pit cries back out, "Yes, Daddy." His father says, "Armand, are you okay?" Armand says, "Yes, Daddy. We're hungry. Some of us have been injured, Daddy, but we're here and we're all right. The room fell around us, Daddy." His father says, "Give me a hand, son. Let me pull you out." He says, "No, Daddy. I'm going to help my friends get out first. Some of them are hurt because I told my friends, 'Don't worry.'" Ha! My daddy's coming back to get me. Let me tell you, young people, your daddy's coming back to get you. I know this world is all messed up, and I know it seems like there's no hope sometimes, but I promise you, our daddy is coming back to get us. If we just draw near to him, he will draw near to us. As the appeal song is sung, if you want to come down front and give your life to Jesus Christ, rededicate your life, just join me down front.
your nearness, Lord, I hunger. For your nearness, Lord, I wait. Hold me ever closer, Father. Such a love I can't escape. For your nearness I am hoping. For your nearness, Lord, I long. I have no need of any other. I have found where I belong. Yes, I have found where I belong. So draw me nearer, Lord. Never let me go. Closer to your heart. Draw me nearer, Lord. Draw me nearer, my Lord. In your nearness there is healing. What was broken now made whole. Restoration in its fullness. Lasting hope for all who come. In your nearness I take shelter. Where you are is where I'm home. I have need of only one thing, to be here before your throne. To be here before your throne. So draw me nearer, Lord. Never let me go. Closer to your heart. Draw me nearer, Lord. So draw me nearer, Lord. Never let me go. Closer to your heart. Draw me nearer, Lord. Draw me nearer, Lord. And keep me here, keep me here. There's nowhere else I'd rather be. So keep me here, keep me here. There's nowhere else I'd rather be. There's nowhere else I'd rather be. So draw me nearer, Lord. Never